Hey, 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 how are you? So today I decided to first of all come on and say I hope you all had a wonderful and fabulous Valentine's Day yesterday. I had a great time. I have been managing this amazing group of women in my Dare to Be Courageous video challenge, and it has just been seriously off the chain. Hey Paula, hey Dawn, how are you? So, yeah, it's just been off the chain, and I was like, oh my God, Valentine's Day passed by, and I didn't even wish everybody happy Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to you. So, right now, I want to I want to share with you 3 ways to be yourself in video. And the reason I'm doing this video is that my friend, a friend of mine was like, Dorothy-Inez, I am struggling with being myself in video. And I'm like, you know, to be honest, I'm like, how does one struggle with being themselves in video? And then I thought about it, and I just kind of reflected on myself, how it wasn't so much that I struggled to be myself, but it's that I struggle to fully be myself, because when we come on this camera and we don't know, you know, some of these people who are coming on to our videos, we are afraid of being judged. We think that we have to show up and be a certain way in order to be liked. Nobody wants trolls. Nobody wants to be disliked by anybody. So we hold back who we are, parts of who we are, and so that makes us feel in some way like inauthentic. You know, if you can relate to this, drop a 1 in the comments if you feel like you are holding back parts of who you are because you're afraid of being judged. Give me a 1 in the comments if you can totally relate to what I'm talking about. So thank you, Paula. Yeah, you get it, because that's how I was. You know, when I had my first experience with Periscope and this dude came on and he was like, show me your boob, I like instantly logged off, and I never logged on to Periscope again, and I was terrified of live video. Because, you know, I was, you know, with YouTube, you can edit your videos and you can go on and appear perfect. But when you're in the live forum, you can't be perfect. Guess what? You just get to be you. But a lot of us are afraid if we're too much of us, guess what? People aren't going to like us. We're not going to get our clients. They're going to think we're not professional. And so mid last year, I stopped doing that. You know, I was like, oh, I'm not going to share that I like Prince so much because I don't want people to worry about, you know, think I'm not professional because I like Prince and I post Prince all the time. I think of Prince all the time. Well, you know what? I came to that point. I don't care because, you know what? My vibe attracts my tribe, and those people who are in my tribe will understand. They will understand. This is a part of who I am, okay? I wear these. You'll see me wear these a lot because I wear these earrings. So one of the tips that I always share with people when you're coming on live video is to have something in the room or on you that makes you feel ultra confident. And I wear my Prince earrings, my symbol earrings, because they help me to feel confident, because I feel like Prince is with me, and I wear my cross, Jesus is with me. And so with those two, how can a person go wrong, right? So that's a tip. You know, if it's somebody that you love, have a picture of them or a symbol or something that's around so that you can, yeah, you had the virtual tiara, super sweet. Yeah, that's so much fun. You know, whatever it takes to help yourself feel confident on camera. So Now, I'm going to share tip number 1 that can help you feel like yourself on video. And that tip is my favorite thing: music. Music, music, music. I love music. If you put me on a desert island, I don't need anything but music. And I guess one person, at least one person to talk to. That would be great. But music, create yourself a playlist that has music that's high vibe, that's going to transform and shift your energy. And don't just play it in the house. No. Put your headphones on, because when you put headphones on, you can feel the vibration of the music. You can play the music as loud as you want to and really feel it running through your cells. You can dance, jumping around. All of that helps to shift your energy. When I went to Tony Robbins, and I always mention about Tony Robbins when I went to UPW this year, or last year rather, Tony Robbins said, how quickly can you shift your state? That quick, this quick, you can shift your state. And it's all by making a move, music, using those types of tools can shift your state. And then boom, you hit that play button right when you're high in that energy so that you can show up as your highest self, okay? Number 2. Is use your mind's eye. Well, what do you mean, Dorothy-Inez? What do you mean, use my mind's eye? Well, use your mind's eye. Imagine that through that little hole right there, that you are actually talking to your best friend or your husband or somebody that makes you feel really comfortable and confident. If you need to, tape their picture right there to the bottom of your camera so that you can see their face, but make sure that you have that photo positioned in such a way that it looks like you're looking through that hole. Because when you're on this camera, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be sure that you're giving eye contact, that you're speaking right to that hole. I hope you feel like I'm talking directly to you, Emily. I see you, sister. So, put a picture of a family member or your best friend right there and talk to them. Imagine them. If you don't have a picture, just imagine that on the other side of that hole is your best friend. And just have a conversation. Okay, just have a conversation. You don't have to sound like you've put together a speech. Like she was worried because she has a program that she's launching. And, I love her. And those of you who work with me, you know that I'm very direct. But I'm also direct not because I want to be rude, but because I care. I've got to call you forth. That's what God has called me to do, is call women forth into their great work. And, she was worrying about, I don't even know what I was going to say, why I was saying that. But anyways, she was, let me think, why was I telling you that? There was a story, there was a reason why I was telling you that. But at any rate, she's really worried about, saying the right words, having, like she doesn't have a script, but she has these words that she put in their script, okay? Like the script in her mind. And I was like, girl, do you talk to me that way? When we get together, are you using that language? And she was like, no. So then why are you using that language when you come onto a video? So use language that you would use when you're talking to your girl. Like I come on here, yeah, I can be super, bougie and everything when I need to be. But when I come on here to Facebook Live, I'm talking to you like I would talk to my girls. Right, Felicia? Tell them, girl. I talk to you guys like I'm talking to my friends. But when I go and I speak in front of an audience, a corporate group or something like that, I am coming with my professional self on, because we all have different sides of who we are. Hey, Joanne. So, talk to the camera like you're talking to a friend. Thank you, Felicia. Got my back, sister. Thank you. And then number 3, release the need to be liked. This is a hard one because we all want to be liked. But in order for you to stand out in a busy market, in order for you to stand out in video, you have to be willing to be disliked. Be willing to be disliked because you're not for everybody. You're not. So stop trying to serve everybody. Stop holding who you are back so everybody will like you, because everybody's not your client. Everybody's not your friend. Okay? There are certain people that are called to be your friends, certain people that are called to be your clients. God already ordained that. Okay? So quit worrying about being liked. So I'm going to give you 2 questions to ask yourself. What's the worst thing that would happen if you showed up? All of you, just you and your raw, authentic self. What's the worst thing that could happen? Hi, Stacy. What's the worst thing that could happen? Right? Is somebody going to come and shoot you because you decided to show up today? No, I don't think so. Okay? If they do, there's a problem. Big problem. Okay? Number 2 is, what's the best thing that could happen if you showed up? If you showed up, could you end up like the group that I'm having, my Dare to Be Courageous group, where you attract 40 amazing women into your community because you decided to show up? You decided to be who God called you to be? Could you attract a client, your dream client, because you showed up? Let me tell you, that's what's happening for me. I am attracting, and today I signed another amazing client because I am choosing to show up and own my gifts, whether you like it or not. Whether you like me or not, I don't care. I'm 51 years old. I don't have time to care. I am here to do the work that God has called me to do, just like you are. You don't have time to waste. You don't have one more day to waste in your life being scared. So it's time for you to show up, sister. It's time for you to raise your hand and say, hey, I'm here, and be here, because the world is awaiting for your arrival. The world is waiting for you to show up, Paula. Yes, you to show up, Paula, in Australia. Amanda, to show up. Felicia, to show up. Okay? They're waiting for you to show up in all of your glory. God made you a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Masterpiece. One of a kind. There is no one like you. And there never will be anyone like you, sister. So own it. Own it today. Be it. And bring in those clients. Make a difference. Have an impact. Be a woman of influence, and that way you will increase your income and you will be a legendary leader. Your name will live on forever through all the lives that you touched while you were here. God bless you. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.